Hello everyone, this is Landon Schlungen coming back to you with another video. Today we have something special. We have another project. I know it's pretty awesome. If you don't know me, I have over 2 years of web development experience, professional software engineering experience. And today we're in the new responsive web design certification part of FreeCodeCamp. And the part that we're going to do is a project underneath HTML and CS up here, underneath the survey form. After doing a bunch of the CSS stuff, we're on the tribute page. So the tribute page, if you don't know, it's supposed to be functionally similar to this one right here, where we have Dr. Norman Borlaug, the man who saved 1 billion lives, and then we have a picture with a caption and a timeline of the events of his life. And then at the bottom, we have a link to the Wikipedia entry for this person. So I thought it would be cool if we did our tribute page on Elon Musk. So this is what we're going to be building. Elon Reeve Musk, the African American who's pushing the bounds of technology through tunnels, electric cars, and space rockets, and Neuralink and a bunch of other companies. Just bought Twitter as well. Pretty cool. Um, so picture and then timeline, and then at the bottom of a Wikipedia page or a link to it at least. So let's get started with this. For this project, I'm actually going to be using VS Code just because I don't really like the inline editor that they use for FreeCodeCamp because it doesn't have Emmet, doesn't have a bunch of the shortcuts that I like. It doesn't format correctly when I save it. So for those reasons, I'm going to be using VS Code, and I have it open right here. It's just a folder of tribute page with indexed HTML and styles.css, basically the same thing that they have over here, where they have empty files. So nothing too different there. And to go live, we just have this go live extension on VS Code, and I'm going to hit that, and that should open up one on, 5,501 because I have this one open which is a copy of my other one. Okay, so right now it's empty because we have nothing in here. But if I make a page, here we have document, I'm going to name it Elon Musk and save it, then we should see it update on the right side. I'm also going to do that. And maybe if I do hello world here, that will show up. Come on, buddy. Oh, there we go. Hello world. And then also the tab says Elon Musk. So yeah, very cool. First thing I'm going to do is worry about the HTML portion. And let's just get right into it. We'll delete the hello world that we have, and we'll get started with a main with an ID of main. So if we have Emmet, we can do main hashtag main, and that will give us a main tag with an ID of main. And then I can do an h1 dot or hashtag title because it needs an ID of title for the tests. And here I'm going to say Elon Reeves Musk. There we go. Save that. Should show up. There we have it. Have our title. And then underneath the title, we want an H3 with the second caption that I read out loud before. I'm just going to paste it from my other project. There we have it. Underneath that, we have a div for the image. So we're going to do div.image container and also give it an ID of image div for the tests. So there we go. And then inside of here, we have an image. I'm just going to copy this over from my other project. The image I used is just on Google Images. To get an image on here, all you have to do is, go to Google Images, Elon Musk, Cybertruck is the one I used. So if we go to images, I use this one. So I just click on here and I can go open image in new tab. And then this URL right here, I just copy and paste that into here. And then that's how it shows up. And then it will show up looking like this. So it's not the correct size right now, but we will fix that when we get into the CSS portion. Right now, I just want to keep going. So here we have our image. Underneath the image, we have an image caption. So we'll do div.caption for the class, and then for an ID for the tests, it'll be image caption, like so. Inside of here, we just have our caption, which is Musk unveils the Cybertruck. In 2019, this all-electric truck will begin production in 2023. How exciting. All right. So underneath that, we have the, actually like outside this image container, I'm going to go below that, and then we're going to do the timeline of Musk's life. So in that case, we're going to have another div for the container. It'll be div.life for the class, and then we'll have a paragraph for like the title of it. And this will actually uh, have a class on it as well. The class will be life header, and then we'll also make it bold. So also do dot bold, and then we'll say, here's a timeline of Elon Musk's life, and paste it right there. All right, so now once I save this file, it should show up. Here's a timeline of Elon Musk's life, way down at the bottom there. And then we have our unordered list after that. So beneath the P elements, we'll do a UL, which is unordered list with an ID of tribute info for the tests. And then inside of here, we're going to have a bunch of LIs, a bunch of list items. So we're going to do LI, and then inside of our LIs, we're going to have spans. But I'm going to do LI times 9, or actually, I have like 20 of these. So let's just do 20. LI times 20, and then we can do greater than span, so that spans will be in there. And then the spans will have a class of bold on them. So that, yeah, there we go. So we have our list items with spans, class of bold, and then there's our ending list item tag. The span is for the year. So here we have 2016 in their tribute page. They do 1933, 1935, and those are all bold. But we'll get to that later. So yeah, that's how we use Emmet for this. I'm not gonna copy and paste each one of these. I'm just gonna copy and paste from my other project or from my project so that you don't have to watch me do all that. Let's see here. Let's grab all this, and I'm just gonna replace this stuff with what I have. Yes, to li. There we go. Save that, and then if we look at our page now, just a bunch of text. All right, so now we just need our quote at the bottom and also the link to the Wikipedia page. Also, I have this stuff up here. That's from sticky headers, so it tells us what we're in. Right now we're in the UL, LI. Yep. Okay, so underneath the unordered lists, we're gonna have another div. This will be our quote container. So we'll do dot quote container, like so. Inside of here, we'll have a P of class quote. Inside the quote, we're gonna do the quote from Elon Musk, which is engineering is the closest thing to magic that exists in the world. That is a quote from Elon Musk. So we'll do p dot quote author to specify that he said this. And we'll go Elon Musk. There we go. Save that. And there's our quote. Engineering is the closest thing to magic that exists in the world. And then underneath that, we'll have our H3, which is if you have time, you should read more about this incredible human. So we'll go H3 inside of here. I'm just going to copy this and paste. If you have time, you should read more about this incredible human specimen on his Wikipedia page. And here we have our anchor tag, which wraps around the Wikipedia page, has an ID of tribute link, href to the Wikipedia page, and target blank so that it opens up a new tab when we click on it. So save that. If I click on this, it'll go to the Wikipedia page like that. All right, beautiful. Now all we have to do is make this look a lot nicer If I was to submit this on FreeCodeCamp, it would pass almost all the tests. The only test it wouldn't pass is related to the image because it's not the correct size. Uh, so I'm just gonna go into Style CSS and make this thing look a lot nicer. So let's get started. First thing we want to do is get rid of all the default padding and margin. I usually don't like working with the defaults. So I'll just select all and go padding of 0, margin of 0, and that should tighten everything up. Also, the reason why it's in update is because it's not connected. We have to connect it with a link tag. So right here, underneath the title, we have to do link, and it does rel style sheet href of dot slash styles.css pops right up. Now when I save it, this style is being applied, and everything got a lot tighter. All right, so underneath that, we're going to grab our H1, and we're going to give it a padding of 20 pixels. We'll also give it a font family of Arial. Arial. There we go. Save that. That's what it looks like now. Now underneath here, I'm going to go H3. I'm going to grab that second heading. I'm going to go font size of 20 pixels. We're going to go BGC, which is background color of 131F1F. 13151F. There we go. And then we're going to go margin of 10 pixels and padding of 10 pixels, and also give it a border radius just to smooth out the corners of also 10 pixels. So there we go. Underneath this, we'll have our body. That should make the biggest difference on the page. Body will have a background color of 03050F, and that will make it basically black. Which now we have to read our text, so we have to make that color white. So we're going to go color of white so that we can read. And we'll also give it a different font family as well. And this font family is going to be Apple System. Yeah, I'm going to try that one. And it should, yeah. I also don't want System UI, so I'll just do Apple System. And there we go. There's our font. By default, I also want it to center the text. So we're going to go text center or text align center. Center. Save that. And there we go. Now we're going to grab our image container. So go .image container. Inside of here, we're going to have margin auto so that it centers itself within the container. Now we're going to go padding of 30 pixels and also background color of #002, which is a dark blue. So there we go. There's a background color. Now we're going to change the image itself. So we're going to grab that with .musk image. Image. There we go. And we're going to go object fit contain. We'll go border radius on it to round out its edges of 10 pixels. And if I save that now, not much happens. We have to give it a max width of 100% before it actually changes its size. So now it fits in there and it will scale up when we make it bigger, which is pretty awesome. All right. I also want to make it display block. This is one of the things it wanted for the test. Now we'll give it a height of auto and a margin of auto so that it centers. There we go. Save that. Now we want the caption. We're just going to give it just a little bit of margin on top. So we're going to go, or padding. We'll go caption. We'll go padding top of 5 pixels just to give it that little bit of padding there. Now we'll grab our life, so .life. So this is the life section here. Here's the timeline. And we'll make text line center. Oh, yeah, text line center, which it already is, so I actually don't need that. We'll go font size of 20 pixels. We'll go font family of Arial. And then we'll go padding of 30 pixels. Actually, that's the life header. Life one, and we actually don't want family and padding on it. We just want padding of 30 pixels, 70 pixels. We'll go max width of 600 pixels. We'll give it a margin of 10 pixels auto and a background color the same as the other one, which is 002 for that very dark blue. There we go. It's looking a lot better already. Next thing, we need to grab this header and make that look a little better. So we do that with .life header. And then here we want, this one is font size of 20 pixels. And this one, actually, we don't want font size on it. It'll be 16 pixels. There we go. So that one was bigger. And then we want it to be font size of, oh my gosh, I need font family on it. Font family of Arial, same as the other header. And then padding of 30 pixels. Save that. There we go. Gives it a lot more padding. Spaces it out a little nicer. Actually, we do want this to be text line left because the dots are, I want it lined up with the dots. So we're going to do text align of left on here. There we go. Much better. Okay. Now we're going to add the bold class. That will just make whatever has it bold. So we're going to go font weight bold. Pretty simple. Save that. So that made this bold and it also made this bold. And that's actually why we need text line center on here because text align, whoops, because we did text line left here and then that actually gets inherited by the life header. So that, there we go. Now this is centered again and then we have all these. Nice. Okay. So now we want to grab each LI and just space them out a little bit. So we're going to grab all the LIs. We'll give them a margin of 20 pixels so that they're nice and spaced out. And we'll grab our quote. So that's way at the bottom. This guy, grab our quote. And so quote. And we'll give it a margin of 30 pixels, 30 pixels. So 30 pixels on top, 30 pixels on the sides, and 5 pixels on the bottom. And then we also want to make it italic size. So that is done with font style, italic, save that, scroll down, there we go, it's italicized. And then we'll grab our dot quote author, quote author, and all we have to do is do a text indent on it so that it gets shifted over 30 pixels. If I scroll down, there we go, looks pretty good. And as you can see, the anchor tag already looks pretty well, pretty good, except the Wikipedia page. Also, I think I'm in the way of that. The Wikipedia page is like a purplish color. I just want to change that color. So in that case, I'm just going to give it a color of 99F. So we'll go a color of hashtag 99F. Save that. And now it's a color that you can actually read, at least a little bit easier. So that's nice. Okay, so now once we're done, all we have to do is grab our index.html, do Control A to grab all of it, Control C to copy it all, and then paste it inside of our code. So we'll go code, index.html, paste it, and then inside of styles, same thing, grab our styles, copy everything, and paste it in. And then we're ready to run the test. So if we make this bigger, we can see the preview is exactly what we had. Looks very nice. And then if I go down into the instructions, I can run the test and it should pass all the tests. So let's try it out. And it does. So sweet. There we go. We completed the tribute page portion of FreeCodeCamp. If you want to learn more about Elon Musk, he's pretty awesome. I just looked at some of these and copied them straight from Wikipedia. But like, he was born in South Africa. He arrived in Canada in 1989. He co-founded X.com. It merged with PayPal or Confinity and PayPal. And then he got involved with nonprofit Mars Society. He founded SpaceX in May 2002. And then he joined Tesla's board of directors and launched a rocket. He assumed leadership of Tesla as CEO in 2008. And then he delivered the Model S, started a vacuum tube train. He promoted the idea of Solar City in 2014 and started making a production facility in Buffalo, New York. He co-founded Neuralink with an investment of $100 million. Tesla released a mass market sedan, the Model 3. He also founded the Boring Company. He unveiled the Cybertruck. He launched the Model Y crossover in 2021. The Boring Company completed tunnel beneath Las Vegas Convention Center. And then in 2022, he recently purchased Twitter. The acquisition of Twitter was officially completed on October 27th, and he immediately fired top Twitter executives, including CEO Parag Agrawal. And there we go. We have our quote and the Wikipedia page right there. So there we go. If you liked the video, give it a like. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below. I'll read out all the comments and see you later. Bye. That's it for me.